We are just over a month away from the gubernatorial primaries in Maryland. On the Democratic side, there is a crowded field of candidates trying to get their message out to you. One of them, Jon Baron, as part of our Your Voice series. He is joining us this morning with more on some of the issues facing Maryland. Good morning.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here. Well,
I want to get into the issues facing Baltimore. There's been a lot of discussion lately about the quality of education in Baltimore, right. The education that the students there are receiving. The Inspector General of Education just released a report about 12,000 cases of grade changing over a 4-year period. What are your thoughts about those findings, and what do you do to help that system?
So I believe those findings are very disturbing and need to be fully investigated. But they're on top of a much larger problem. I mean, a quarter of kids in Baltimore never graduate high school. What's the future for these kids? We're just perpetuating a cycle of poverty. In Maryland, generally, more than a quarter of middle school students in our state can't read at a basic level. Those numbers are no different than they were 20 years ago. We can't just keep doing the same thing we've been doing for decades, rolling out one unproven program in education and other areas after another and expect a different result, because unfortunately, many programs in education and other areas don't work. We need to invest in solutions that don't just sound good, but have actually been tested in the real world and shown to make a big difference in people's lives. I'll give you one example in education. More than a quarter. What we need to do is a statewide partnership to provide effective tutoring to every struggling first and second grader in the entire state, because that has been shown to move them up toward grade level early before their problems get serious in later grades. We would do it by recruiting an army of people from the community, including retirees and recent college graduates, to become tutors for a modest stipend as a public service.
Let me ask, a lot of people are saying some of the change that we need to see in the school system starts with leadership. Do you have confidence in City School CEO Dr. Santelises, or does the change need to begin there?
Well, I do have confidence in the leadership, but I think we need to, between the state and the city, we need to make sure the resources are there and the people are there who understand the importance of not doing the same thing we've been doing forever, just, one unproven plan after the next, but expanding approaches that are tested and shown to work. I gave tutoring as one example. One other example, we should be expanding high-quality public charter schools, like KIPP charter schools, no excuses charter schools in Baltimore and elsewhere, because they've been shown to increase school-wide reading achievement 5 to 10 percentile points.
All right, Jon Baron, candidate for governor, thank you so much for weighing in on those issues. It's what people are talking about these days.
I appreciate it. Thanks for the opportunity.
Well, Fox 45 News is keeping you informed about the upcoming primary and general elections. Check out our voter guide for key dates and deadlines, plus all of our candidate interviews. Just go to foxbaltimore.com/vote2022.